What's up, guys? It's Anthony from McGee's Garage, and today back on the channel we have the 2022 Mahindra Roxor. Now, people might ask, what is a Roxor? Well, basically Mahindra, the tractor company, that Mahindra has licensing to produce the Willys Jeeps, and I think it's left over from some war or whatever, and they basically produce them for America, and they got the licensing for it, and there is no expiration date on the licensing. It's not a replica Jeep. This is what the Willys Jeep is, modern day production. So a couple other companies have had iterations of the Willys Jeep too. Ford has some in Brazil that I'm not sure if they're still producing, but they produced them for a while. Mitsubishi as well, funny enough, has Willys Jeeps. So this is a 2022. It's got a 2.5 liter turbo diesel engine and a 5-speed transmission. It is bad. It goes just as fast as you want it to, especially if you get it tuned. I recommend Diesel Freaks tunes. So one thing you are kind of SOL on is when you lift it and you do the spring over axle lift kit, which gets you about 5.5 inches or so, closer to 5. You're kind of SOL on steering on the 2022s because they don't have drop pitman arms for these. So what you do is you got to fabricate your own steering setup. And I'm going to show you what we did to make the Roxor handle a lot better, be a lot stronger, and be a hell of a lot safer. So let's take a look at the steering on the Roxor. This is Dio steering, FK Heim joints. We don't mess around here. And my dad made a bolt-on high steer bracket. We welded this to the knuckle, and then it bolts to the caliper in the back. And this allows this to also be double shear, and this to go, this bar off the pitman arm going over the leaf springs here, and then we can also use a spacer and push it across towards the bottom. This allows for great angles and improved handling. There is no flop. This right here is strong. It's made of 3/8 steel and 1/4 on the top. For what we're doing, this isn't going anywhere. You can see how it picks up off of the brake caliper there. So yeah, this is kind of what we're looking at. These are the angles. Looks great, right? So I'm gonna cut to the stock steering. When you do the stock steering, it's got a bar that comes off of here and then picks up down here, and the angles are terrible. The bump steer is unimaginably bad, and the material itself is mild steel, and you might as well be using it as a shower curtain rod. Let's go ahead and fire it up, see how this thing drives. Oh yeah. Now, the reason that we ended up going with improved steering is after we lifted it, we had some large tires and we were driving. Well, actually my dad was driving, and he ended up bending the tie rod just on a normal curve on a paved road. Wasn't even doing anything crazy. That's how it happens. Let's give her the beans here for a second. Goes about as fast as you want to go in such a short wheelbase vehicle, but the wheelbase is actually 4 inches longer than a CJ, as well as the tub. As you can see, it handles really well. There's not any bump steer. Of course, you're still driving a 4x4, so it's not going to handle like the newest Corvette, but handles a heck of a lot better than it did. We can hit highway speeds with it. I was doing 75 with it the other day. I'm just keeping it chill because I'm in my neighborhood. But if you've never seen one of these, this is an amazing entry into diesel 4x4s. When you look at the pricing on a Roxor, it is nothing compared to what a Can-Am or even a diesel truck would be, or any other comparable toy. These things run about $21,000 before you start stacking on options. In my opinion, get the base model so you have some room to play for mods, make it into what you actually want and not what you can pick out of the dealer's limited selection for options. Now, the new 2024s, there's no tuning available for them yet because they have encrypted computers and it takes a long time to break through that. I did talk to a certain person who tunes these things, and he says that he has made significant progress. So in my opinion, if you're going to buy one brand new, go ahead and do it, and the tuning should follow suit very shortly. And of course, what kind of a 4x4 video would this be if we didn't hit a light trail with the setup? Now, unfortunately, well, fortunately, unfortunately for you guys, I love it here, but I live in Florida, so we don't really have rock crawling trails. I'd have to load this thing up and go for the weekend to someplace probably out of state. So you guys are just gonna have to settle for sand dunes. Handles great. Also, keep in mind that this thing has 2-inch spacers and 15 by 16 weld wheels. When you take that into consideration, the handling is phenomenal. It would handle much better on no spacers and some 20s and 37s for sure. Yeah guys, as you can see, I got a bunch of other projects going on the channel, and I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe you learned something. Maybe you didn't know what a Roxor was. Maybe you do know what a Roxor is and you ran into the same problem that we did. So thanks for watching my channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and maybe share this with your buddies. And with that, I'm out. I will see you guys in the next video of McGee's Garage. Thanks for watching.